Hey, what's going on there, everybody? This is Samuel here representing Team JVS, here to give you guys another movie review. This is straight from Xavier Gens. I'm talking about Mayhem. Mayhem is surrounding a man named Samir, or Sam, who is a martial artist, but he also has a very dark past. And he's recreating a brand new life in Thailand with the love of his life, Mia. And he starts to throw some of his fights and to try to procure something for a future for his family, he gets in way too deep and he cannot escape his past. What did I think about this? So first of all, the team that is connected with this also did some amazing work in one of my favorite shows, Gangs of London. The stunt coordinator as well as the director contributed to that, and both of them, of course, know Gareth Evans is one of my favorite directors when it comes to action. And so I knew, just looking at the first trailer, that this was going to be action-packed. The things that I didn't know, which is some of the things I really love about this, is the compounding drama that's actually going on with Nassim's main character, Sam. Sam, when you kind of break down some of the background of it, when you first get introduced to him as a character, you know for a fact that he doesn't want any trouble. Like, he's trying to get away from his past and he's not trying to get back into it. But I think that one of the interesting complexities of a person's life in real life is once something happens and you cross that line, you know, how like the darkness keeps trying to pull you back, and no matter what you do, it keeps on suffocating you until it starts to have a ripple effect around you. And I think that they excellently established that even in the midst of an action thriller. The other things that I loved about this is the cinematography, is the action placement, is all the specific action moments. One of the things I'll say about Nassim, he definitely got a martial arts background, but from a physicality standpoint, he put on so much because he has to go back and forth between a life or death situation that's set up excellently by Xavier and Jude and all the rest of them. But specifically in these life or death situations, it's filmed perfectly, because sometimes like you can go and have like people going like this, and you just see a lot of blurs. But then there's sometimes where there's wide shots, there's sometimes where there's close-up shots, there's sometimes where you have the camera moving with the rotation of how the action is being oriented. And Mayhem, like from an action standpoint, is top notch. They have some insane shots in this. Like the elevator fight scene is probably one of the best action shots I've seen this year, and that's saying a lot. When I've, you know, if anybody's seen John Wick Chapter 4, like nonstop throughout, but they execute so many great action moments that I'm just left like reeling and wanting more. The other thing I say about this is I think there's a good surrounding cast, because even some of the characters, you don't necessarily know your name, you know their purpose behind what they're doing and how they're establishing themselves around the world that Sam's kind of put himself in, or even possibly being put in a situation himself. I think that everybody's doing a great job of making me feel something. The other thing that I'll say, as far as necessarily a negative, is that there are certain moments that I was kind of like, this is kind of dragging a little long. This moment right here is like, I don't know if I necessarily believe that, but I think what helps this movie is the strong ending, and not just from a strong action ending standpoint. I think that they established emotionally what happened and how we got to this point. And it may not be necessarily a happy tale, but I think that you're going to get something out of this. And this is probably one of the better action films that I've seen this year. And so highly recommend you go and check out Mayhem. If you've not checked out some of these other guys' works, and I'm talking about, well, the up and coming Gareth Evans, Havoc, as well as Gangs of London. And you definitely will not be disappointed in those other works as well. But definitely go and check out Mayhem. Let me know what you guys think about it. As soon as you check it out, it is coming out January the 5th. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, people.